Hey my beautiful, beautiful friends, welcome to all of you. This is your Divine Daily Blast and I am your friend Kevin. Here we go. We're in an Angel Numerology number 5 day today, and that really means, let's see, what does it mean, Kevin, amongst all my notes here? It's just adventure. What I like about the number 5, even though many would say it's the number of change, and indeed it is, the challenge is when we're used to changes being not of our choice, if you will, you know, when change comes and we didn't necessarily anticipate it, want it, didn't really need it, there's this like a little bit of a down dip. But this is advanced notice, advanced message from your angels, your guides, your fairies, all of those in the non-physical, that we are supposed to fill our day with adventurous energy, an energy that's dynamic, spiritual, even sensual. Invoke endless curiosity today and be a visionary of your own future. Look at things in a brand new way, shed brand new light on all situations you can possibly shed new light on. And you know, sometimes they're like, well, here we go again with this mess. Well, I've been one of those, a little bit cynical about, gosh, you know, how many more times? But what I will say, little by little, bit by bit, percentage by percentage, or even 0.5% change eventually leads to a different way of being. And that's all I'm going to say. My isms. I am allowing the best divine benevolent outcome to bless me now. So it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes, if we say things like, I am worthy of the best divine benevolent outcome, I am deserving of the best divine benevolent outcome, if our reality is different to that, or if we don't trust that, well, then it's not going to happen. However, it might be easier to approach it from the standpoint of, I'm allowing it. I'm going to let it in. When it arrives, I'm going to open that door wide. That's a little bit better than saying, I'm deserving of the best outcome and not believing it. You have to start to allow these things in. Start to believe that it's possible. Start to feel what that feels like, and trust me. I went through the dark hole of Calcutta. Well, I shouldn't use Calcutta. It's probably a lovely place. I've never been. But going down through these dark holes 2 years ago, where I wasn't sure I was ever going to get out of this, and I kept trying, kept going, kept doing, till I realized, you know, this is not my play. This is not my story. This is not my script. This is not what my big divine director set forth for me. They're just showing me, well, this is what you got because this is what you said you wanted. And no, it isn't. I am magnificent. That's a good change. You're magnificent. What would happen if you were not magnificent? Because you are. I'm a miracle making magnet, and I make things happen. All this done. Boom, chakalaka, daka, done. Let's see where the moon is and the planets are, and what our astrologer has to say about today. The moon has moved into Aries. Hello! Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, and the moon moving back into it. We're in the waning cycle of the last full moon. However, the energies are perfect to plan out what you want, plan out what you'd like to achieve, plan out the story you want to tell. That's all I got to say about that. Let's have a look and see if there are any other notes from this week. Finally, yeah, I've said all of that, so we won't go into that. Let's see what the angels have to say. Archangel Jeremiah popped out this morning. Kind of rare for Jeremiah to pop out, but there you go. Call upon me the mercy of God for forgiveness, so you can move forward and make choices uninhibited by the past. Oh, the affirmation on the back. I release the past with gratitude and forgiveness. Yeah, say goodbye. I joyfully create the future of my dreams. Now, I pulled that, then I pulled these three, and then the so it's all very easy, very quick. And my friends, you could too get a deck of oracle cards, something affirmative, something bright, something light, something cheerful. Make your own little isms, and then follow the number of the day. Put your own spin on what does the number 5 mean to you, a 6, a 7, a 8, 9, 10. Even research it. Every single one of us is slightly different to one another. However, as a collective, it all works out well. It isn't copying. It's not necessarily plagiarizing. Unless, of course, you know, somebody else might say something that you find, I want to adopt that. As long as you give credit to wherever you found it, let somebody else say, wow, this is something that I read by someone, something I got by someone else. Like this deck is from Radley Valentine. The angel numerology class is one I took from him, and I combined angel numbers and numerology numbers, and it sort of made sense. These cards come from Kyle Gray. The Divine Masters Oracle deck, and Angelic Activators Oracle deck. This is who's come to initiate experiences in our world and have our lift up the light, let the light in. Orion is the keeper of the soul, not the soul star, the oh gosh, I got to read the back because my mind is not what it used to be. I can't think of it right now. Go back to one of the other videos, you'll find it. Stellar Gateway, there you go. Thank you, Orion. Visions of the future. And you see, we are in this mode of the number 5. Change is coming. You can't stop it. No doubt about it. Embrace it, get used to it, work with it. Now let's look at the fairies. Gertrude and Beatrice are going on a lovely stroll through the woods. Gertrude is saying that her skin is a little sensitive for the summertime heat, so she's in the shade, and she's got a canopy of trees over her. Of course, Gertrude is not too far behind, basically saying watch your step before you trip. Gertrude is a little bit like Alice in Wonderland. If she's not careful, she's going to go down the rabbit hole. But it's okay. Beatrice is right there. Pull her back out again. Let's see. I'm just going to take this top card. Oh, Solitude. Well, I kind of sort of get that in a way. We did ask all of you to be in contemplation, to contemplate, you know, what does not so much August look like, but what does September, October, November look like for you personally? How are you going to navigate your garden? How will you prepare it for the winter months? Are you going to get your bird feeders out and perhaps, you know, pull in your stores for your birds in the winter time? Well, what does it say on the card? Think of being alone as meaning that you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasure are those that wait silently during your quiet times. You know, it's long been said that meditation and solitude is fuel for the mind and the heart and the soul, but very, very few are successfully able to live in that meditative state. It took me a while, maybe 18 years ago, to regularly get into a meditation practice. My mind would wander and pop and go, and couldn't sit still. And even today, I can sit to get quiet, meditate. It doesn't necessarily keep me focused on the here and the now and the breath. However, what I learned was in the still of the early morning, and to some people the middle of the night, I did get quiet. I did get peaceful. That 3:30, 4 a.m. time, not saying you should do it, but my body clock automatically arose to that time. Now my dogs do it. Right after I've settled them down with their early morning meal, I get quiet. And it is amazing how information comes. I'll share this with you and I'll let you go. I made a little chart right here. Remember I told you about a group of energies. At first I thought they were monks from a previous life, and they might have been. Then I heard this word there, the sacred brotherhood. And a couple of mediums I'm friendly with said, well, they're kind of your protectors. They could be guardian angels. I was going on a bit of a rampage to try to find the label that they fit, why they were here. But they were here from the divine, I believe. Almost like a personal group of disciples. And their names just flowed through like a roll call. And then they assembled, in my mind's eye, how they assembled, just like that. And as each day went along, another one would pop in and clarify the name, or the name that I would resonate with. In the world of no physical anything, it's a challenge for the entities that we speak with to have a name. Unless they come from the Lemurians or the Atlanteans or the Palladians. Unless they're from a civilization that we only know of from books and teachings. So it's quite comforting. They're quite comforting. And now there's another layer of the communication I'm having with them collectively, that each one has a little different essence to them. Henry is quite delightful, very soft, very sensitive, almost compassionate, teary, a bit that speaks to the part of me that perhaps is not feeling quite up to par. James Patrick is the artistic one, into music, into art, into creativity, into self-expression, without any boundaries or any limitations. And then the others, which I haven't quite got to know. Henry, James Patrick, yes. John Thomas, the seat, the root, making sure that the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and we're following step by step. Pretty simple. Collectively, they all work. And that's it from me for today. I want to wish you a really, really good day. Have an adventure, get quiet, meditate, and see where that takes you. Till tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye for now.